Eriu presents Sparks of Bright Matter, written by Leeanne O'Donnell and read by Gerry O'Brien. The last true believer in alchemy was Peter Wolff, the eminent chemist and a Fellow of the Royal Society, who made experiments to show the nature of mosaic gold. He had long vainly searched for the elixir, and attributed his repeated failures to the want of due preparation by pious and charitable acts. English Eccentrics and Eccentricities, John Timms, 1866. Chapter 1. The 23rd of March, 1780. Equinox. Magpie Lane, London. On Magpie Lane, Mal Burkiss eats a thrush. He has just bought 4 for a penny from a dirty woman in a red shawl. In a rare flight of fancy, it occurs to him to wonder whether she traps the birds herself, or merely plucks and roasts them, having a boy, a son, to do the trapping for her. He imagines himself catching thrushes for a woman in a shawl who is also his mother, bringing them to her, chirruping, so that she can wring their fresh necks. And then his fancy fails him. He cannot imagine how he would address her, or she him, or whether she might give him a bird to eat for himself. He turns his attention back to his own thrush, and, running the slim bones through the clasp of his teeth, pulls the last of the stringy flesh into his mouth. He is aware already that the food has landed as light and inconsequential as a leaf on the vastness of his hunger, a hunger that attends him constantly. He drops the pale carcass, blinks his dull brown eyes, and resolves not to think of thrushes again until tomorrow. He is thick-boned, wide-hipped, and could have made a big man with proper feeding. Instead, he is somewhat squat, his legs too short for his trunk and his long arms. He is tired today. A spring fog has crept up from the river, and Mal feels as if he is wading through something thicker than air as he returns to Bernard's Inn. When he enters Peter Wolff's rooms, Mal finds him alone and standing so still that he almost fails to spot him. Wolff is standing by the bookcase, a large, bright piece of quartz in one hand, and an open book in the other. The tall, thin form is perfectly motionless. That Peter Wolff should be standing still and intent, his body alone present, while his mind wanders far away, is not, in fact, unusual. But today Mal knows that something is amiss. It is not quite that he can smell it, some shift in the atmosphere of the room. It is that his intuition is as slight and unsettling as a scent half-remembered. He moves cautiously into the room, his head instinctively dipped, his feet moving quietly, looking about for some clue. And as he moves through the grey light admitted by the first window in the long room, his heart seizes in his chest. It is clear to him that the furnace at the back of the room, the furnace he has privately named Old Smoky, has gone out. How he knows this for certain, at this distance, with the door of the furnace shut fast, he cannot say, but he perceives a stillness, a dullness about the object, that is the very opposite of fire. He does not question this perception, has not the sophistication to think that perhaps his mind is shaping its very worst fear, but he does know that he must traverse the room and establish beyond doubt that there is no longer a fire in the belly of Old Smoky. That he must do this without his master's knowledge is evident. It is possible that, if he moves slowly enough, Wolff, who has not even turned his head, will not notice him passing at the far side of the room. When he has felt with his own fingers the cool touch of a dormant furnace, when he has seen for himself the dark, lifeless embers on Old Smoky's grate, then Mal knows he must run as fast as his legs will carry him. Mal Burkiss does not count well, but he does know that Old Smoky has been lighting continuously, all day and all night without fail, for many, many weeks. He recalls the day, as autumn was beginning to cede to the grip of winter, when Wolff had placed, with utmost care, a crucible containing a most noxious mixture within Old Smoky's heat-chamber, and had instructed him, his eyes ablaze,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?